It's YAGOOH. Salam everyone, we have a couple of points to talk about in regards to Pokemon Go, the new research breakthrough box, a more intuitive explanation of the lucky Pokemon, and more. Coming up. Now it's time to dig in. If you're ever around the area, be sure to stop by because I highly recommend this place. It has one of the best Jamaican food that I've ever tried by far. Before we get started, I would like to point to everyone that I am now on Twitch. I upgraded my current laptop because I wasn't meeting my video editing needs. And now, as you can see, I'm watching the Overwatch League since the big thing now. The first ever. I am now on Twitch, as you can see. So be sure you're following me here. Even though I am also using another platform, my main objectives have not changed, which are to change perspectives and to inspire positivity. I have to use as many mediums or tools at my disposal. So YouTube, now Twitch, Twitter. So be sure you follow me on Twitter, for I will post any immediate updates on that social media platform. So now, let us begin in regards to Pokemon Go news. We do have the legendary beasts finally as the 7-day research breakthrough after Snorlax. So now we are getting Raikou. Before we get to lucky Pokemon, we'll talk about this. Trainers, are you ready for an action-packed August of field research tasks featuring the legendary Pokemon Raikou, which I'm pretty much just summing it up for you all. Starting August 1st at 1 p.m. So whenever events start at your local time, that is when Raikou will start. So if you claim your research breakthrough box beforehand, you will not get Raikou until you complete a full 7-day streak. So keep that in mind. So don't forget, if you haven't caught a Snorlax and Nose Body Slam, be sure to do so before it disappears. So what this means is Raikou, Suicune, and Entei are returning. For those of you who do not have them, such as myself, since I have started, I came back to this game in November. I lost my whole account, my initial account when the game first came out, unintentionally. So I had a restart in November. So that's why I don't have these legendary beasts. But yeah, that is great to hear. Even though the level will be lower than an actual raid boss, still legendary. You still get candy. You still get them in your decks. Now, let's finally break down lucky Pokemon. I've talked about it initially in my previous video, so be sure to watch it there. This is pretty much a further breakdown or an explanation. You can get a lucky Pokemon if a Pokemon has been in your storage for a while. And according to Professor Willow, if you trade older Pokemon, you have a greater chance of receiving a lucky Pokemon. So what lucky Pokemon are, I was on the right track where you get 50% less Stardust in order to power it up. So it's not zero, but it's still a whole lot less if you want to power it up. But now it's not a good time to focus on these lucky Pokemon. Why? Because you want to start doing this or start focusing on this when you become ultra friends with the person you are trading with. Why? Because when you reach the ultra friend level, the CP range will be a whole lot higher, and it has a greater chance of becoming a higher IV Pokemon. So if you were to use that now, chances are your IVs will be pretty low. Because the starting IVs for lucky Pokemon are pretty much the way Pokemon hatch out of eggs, or you get them out of quests. So they'll be pretty low. They won't be high or medium. They will not be worth powering up, and they'll be a waste. This is just my opinion, what I've seen, and all around. So And lucky Pokemon shouldn't be treated as shiny Pokemon, I guess, in the same aspect. Why? Because they are meant as a sort of treat for those who are trading with friends, going out, meeting. So for those who actually go out and play the game, it's a treat for you guys. You meet new people, you become friends, you create new moments, which is the whole purpose of this great game, which it brings out people and unites people regardless of their playstyle. And now you could also receive Stardust from gifts from your friends. So you now have a chance of increasing your Stardust as well. But I do not know if you can, if you're using a star piece and then you receive Stardust, it'll increase it. I haven't tried that yet. Because I have received 100 Stardust from my friends. And you get XP as well for opening gifts. And also, I don't know if you have noticed, it doesn't say it here. You'll get XP, friend XP, from trading, from defeating gyms together, and most definitely raiding. So keep those in mind to further increase your friend level, because you could only increase it once per day. So if you do a raid together, it'll increase exponentially. But if you were to trade after that raid, it will not increase at all. Register is not until August 16th. Eevee Community Day, we've talked about that. As a reminder, Eevee is the star Pokemon of Community Day for August. So it'll be 2 days, August 11th and the 12th. So keep those in mind, and it'll be the same times as what in-game events normally start in your region, in your country, and in your time zone. Let's see, that's pretty much it. But there's one thing I'd like to mention, since Pikachu is nearing its end, which is July 31st. And my badge for my medal is currently at 220. So I still need a good 80 more. So this weekend I'm gonna have to grind for it, which is gonna be very hard. Keep in mind that the way these lucky Pokemon work from trades is, for example, when you trade Pokemon it'll go from like, when you trade new Pokemon, the chances of it becoming a lucky Pokemon will increase the older the Pokemon trade is. So say for example you do a recent Pokemon that were traded, even though the percentage on it is low, it'll still may be a lucky Pokemon, so Generation 3. But the higher it is, for example, say 2016 Pokemon that you've both caught and you trade them, chances are when you do 5-10 trades, they won't. But the chances are just higher. It doesn't mean that it's guaranteed. So please keep that in mind. Let's continue watching this over League Championships, and I will get back to you until next time. If you like this episode, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel as well as my Twitch channel. It's not perfect. I'm trying to figure out all the bells and whistles on there. Please bear with me. I would love to receive feedback from you all. So be sure to let me know on Twitter. Let me know in the comment, in the chat. And that's a wrap. YAGOOH out.